How do we attain enlightenment? How do I become enlightened? Will somebody do it for me, and all of a sudden I'll get it? Will I have to do it myself through trial and error? And then all of a sudden in this, climactic moment, I'll understand it all. How do I become enlightened? If you're on the spiritual path, this is most likely a question you've pondered or yearned for the answer to. How do I become enlightened? And what I want to share with you guys is where I'm at in that question. What if I were to ask myself, how do I become enlightened? What would I have to say as my own guru, as my own teacher, as my own observer of ego? How do I become enlightened? Well, first of all, what you just said to yourself is in the realm of thought. It's in the realm of syntax, linguistic, language, internalized language. And this is a realm in which we live daily to communicate. It's a realm in which I am abiding to communicate. And in that realm is the question, how do I become enlightened? And you sit in that realm and you wait. You wait for the answer or the feeling of understanding, which is also in the same realm. And nothing changes. There is no words that describe to you how to become enlightened. They all seem metaphoric and symbolic, and not actually, the meat of what you're getting at. I could act all wise, and how do I become enlightened? Oh, just, be. But what do you mean by be? It's all going on itself. And by the essence of be, what I mean by be is stop doing and simply experience, because you aren't doing anything. You are under the delusion that you are doing something. I'm experiencing this. Even that isn't being. I cannot convey the essence, the nature, the fabric of being besides being, doing it. And what that appears as is he's not saying anything to me. He's not doing anything. And that's because in your realm of how do I become enlightened, you expect a delivery in that same realm. You expect a linguistic answer, a verbalized answer. You can't verbalize the nature of being. You can't convey existence through itself, So, okay, I can become enlightened by being. How long do I have to be to become enlightened? Once again, in the realm of thought, you're waiting for a feeling. You're imagining this feeling of enlightenment as if it's a oh my gosh, I'm enlightened. But to what I believe enlightenment to be, it's not something that's in a realm in the way that thoughts and feelings are. And this is your receiving device of what you believe to be true. It's thoughts and feelings. And to tell yourself that I will never become enlightened through my thoughts or my feelings, it can feel like a rat race. It can feel like pointless or meaningless, and you'll find yourself, well, then how will I ever become enlightened? You know how when you notice something that's been going on, but all of a sudden it appears to have just started? That is the essence of enlightenment, is that it's already going on. It's not something that is created or produced. It is the production. Why do we all want to become enlightened? What do we think is going to change about the experience? We think we're going to be okay with it. We think everything will be okay. And I won't have to worry or feel sad or angry or be mean to people, and I won't have to hurt things anymore because I'll be enlightened and it will all, take care of itself, because that's what enlightenment is, I'm a grand person. But what if I was to tell you that enlightenment is your daily life, masked in ego? Right now, you sitting at, watching this video, feeling like you're not enlightened, wondering how to become enlightened, is enlightenment. Now, don't try to do something about that. Don't try to readjust yourself to this eternal enlightenment, because that simply confines and restricts it even more. It can feel scary to embrace the being of existence and dipping back into the realm of thought and thinking, that is enlightenment? That is enlightenment? What? You may start to wonder if you even want it. But let me tell you, if you are wondering if you want enlightenment or not, it's because you are under the impression that you've experienced it and are now comparing it to average life or existence. But let me tell you, you have not experienced enlightenment. Why are you here? What are you looking for? What am I doing? Who am I speaking to and for what? You know? You're still looking. You're still looking. And if you find yourself uncomfortable with what you're looking at, it's because you're contrasting it to a whole other realm. You know, imagine everybody looked like they were on the verge of dying. Like, wrinkles, white hair, you know, just old. Where is beauty? You may realize that what we define as beauty doesn't exist in that world. Because what we defined as beauty is a facet of a type of experience. A temporary type of experience that some might have and some don't have. It's a very constricted outlook. When you look at something and ask why, it immediately loses its life. It loses its fluidity. You try to hold it in place. Do you think you'll find enlightenment? And when you think you'll find it, in what form will it take? Will it be a thought, a feeling, a material, a sound? What is enlightenment? How will it occur? And how will you notice? Because there's a great deal of right now that you don't notice. And if you don't notice a majority of your very moment, how do you think you're going to notice all of it? You don't notice anything. You stop noticing. Multiple times I've forgotten I was taking this video. And I'll just dip back into, gotta give them something, gotta talk about something. I'm making a video. these kinds of videos may seem informal, non-formal. But that's the point. Because, again, what are you looking for? Another form of something? Another form that you think won't fall apart this time? Enlightenment doesn't fall apart. I can tell you that. So to think you're enlightened and that you're losing it, or to think you're getting towards enlightenment, is just another thought form in which it will fall apart. You found yourself wondering, God damn it, how do I become enlightened? What do I have to do? I tried doing nothing. Do you think it's something you have to do? Like an activity? I guess it entirely depends on what your delusion of enlightenment is. Because my delusion of enlightenment is, just accepting and embracing and experiencing the experience. It's not like you're doing any part of it, because it's already there. And you call it noticing, you call it, understanding or getting it or realizing it. But that is an activity, and that itself did not take place in the space of enlightenment. That took place in that thought realm that I've kept referring to, which is a facet of enlightenment, because it's there as well. But we derive all our faith from that realm and that realm only. And the realm of realmlessness is generally left unheard of, unwalked, not noticed. You could call it no man's land. And you don't return and talk about it. Think of going on a trip, traveling around the world. You're under the impression that you're away from home. But what if you were to define your home as your body? Your home as your present experience, your immediate experience. Home is everywhere. You can't get away from home. You are home. Always. But since we identify home in a thought realm rather than the present experience, the immediate experience, we feel, I am not home. Or, in contrast, I am not enlightened. Because you are looking back on a thought realm, which, yes, it's part of the experience, but you identify and merge with that thought realm as if it's you feeling that, you thinking that, I'm thinking this. I'm not enlightened. I'm not home. I'm depressed. I'm ugly. Is depression here? In the way you are? If you say yes, where is it? What is it? What evidence do you have that depression is here? It's a feeling. I feel depressed. You're right that there is a feeling. But the idea that you're feeling it is where the suffering lies. You feeling depressed is what you identify as depression. Take away you feeling depressed, which is a thought form, and all there is neutral sensation. Depression. Depression. But am I depressed? Am I enlightened? Phew, I'm enlightened. Enlightenment isn't a thought. Enlightenment includes thoughts. But you will not receive enlightenment through words, through verbs or nouns. You will not receive enlightenment through sounds or feelings. I'm basically telling you everything you're experiencing right now is not where you're going to find enlightenment. But that's because everything you're experiencing is what you're looking for. So in essence, everything you're experiencing is not what you're looking for. This isn't what I'm looking for. This isn't what I'm looking for. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Another concept. Ooh, a feeling of enlightenment. That's just a sensation. You're still residing in the thought realm, which is a rascally thing. Because amidst enlightenment, there is thought. But it's not a rascal, it's not anything until it is identified with. I think that's enough. Blabbermouth for now. Thank you all for watching.